today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, you should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback. Now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
A gain of 9.
Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick. But when you're close to that 1st round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a 1st-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that 1st-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And a 49er first down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for the end zone. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll run for the first down with Saquon Barkley. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
At their own 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Saquon Barkley brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
At the 36-yard line.
On first down, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
By the 49.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
5 brings up 2nd.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Complete to Tevin.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 10. Giants nothing.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's taken down at the 30.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jones on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
First down.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It's now 3rd down and long.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Forced out of bounds. And
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Complete to
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Number 31.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Down by Jabril.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jones on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. And will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Niner offense coming back out there. Tevin Coleman leading the way. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Garoppolo. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Are you serious, dog?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5 and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Here we go, here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we'll head west to check on the other team in the Keystone State, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys have the lead as we send you back to MetLife Stadium in Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And this carries into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Intercepted by the 49ers.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Number 26.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Down by Blake Martinez. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Complete to number
Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Jones pass intended for.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
Number 26.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Golden Tate.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A first down carry for Barkley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
6-yard line.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
43-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Jones steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Defense.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
On the carry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the 17, Jones. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Jones now throwing on third and long. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Tackle me.
From the 5 now, second and a yard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
On the carry.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And goal.
On the run, it's Penny. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Penny taking it in. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. They will run again with Coleman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Tate to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 36-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
By the 49ers.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all. You're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
San Francisco.
54, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
That one goes for 24 yards.
San Francisco.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Jones pass.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Barkley.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Forced out of bounds.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Jones.
Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. 31 yards on the punt there.
Return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Coleman, the 49er ball carrier.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
Raheem Mostert.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 1918. Jump.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Jones gonna throw on third and goal. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're gonna pull this one off. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
At the 43-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and that's not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare.